purpose and destiny. All the youths all over the world have one major thing to be redirected to, and that's the purpose. Youths must know what the purpose is all about. What is my purpose? What is my purpose of existence? Now, after knowing the purpose, then you will get to the destination. Now, if I get to the purpose, now where am I destined? That's so important. To be a productive youth, to be a youth, a substantive youth that is coming from somewhere and heading to somewhere, then your mind must be redirected to the purpose. Now, the laws of success, I'm telling you, my beloved and dear viewers, that success, everyone wants to succeed in life. And that's what we are, everyone is suffering from. Whatever we do, we are looking forward to see that we succeed in life. But success has laws. There are laws that governs personal success. Even in the Bible, we have one person who came out boldly and said that I've done enough, it is my time to depart. And when you happen to open in the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, from verse 6 and 7, there, let me quote Apostle Paul. He said that I've fought a good fight. I've kept the faith. Even if I depart, for him, he knew his purpose and he was contented that he has served his purpose, and he was contented that he has got to the epitome of his destiny. That is so important. Now, people who don't want to live, I'm telling you youths over there, that for you to live a meaningful life, you must have the purpose, because the purpose will make you move steadily to your destiny. The reason why people don't want to die is because they have business unaccomplished. They have business that is not yet accomplished. That's why they struggle to stay all the time. But now, if you get to the purpose and it links you on to the destiny, it means you have done what is enough. And if it's your time to go, you can boldly stand and say, let me go. That is so important. Now, to get to the purpose, there are 5 questions you must ask yourself as a youth. There are 5 questions, and these questions, is everything, is what we are struggling for in life, in the molding of our life, in the molding of our socio-economic life. We are fighting. What makes us fight are these questions we are asking ourselves. Everything human beings struggle for is in line with these 5 questions. It motivates everything we do in life. These 5 questions motivates everything you do in life. Whatever we do on this planet, they are the powerful force behind them. So we cannot just underestimate them. Sources of crime in the city. People are committing crimes. People are killing one another in an effort to answer these questions. That is so important to note. Families have divorced. Corruption. Name it. It is because we are struggling to answer these 5 questions. Now, the first question is, who am I? Who am I? This is self-identity. This is typically self-identity. Most of the youth, most of the people cannot express themselves, cannot explain the real identity of themselves. That's why they are struggling here and there, simply because they lack self-identity. Many humans have not answered this question. You may be one of them who have not yet answered this question. And you see the time is roaming around. You don't know who you are. That's so important. For one to succeed in life, for you, my fellow youth, to succeed in life, you must know who you are. Average Ugandans, average people all over the world are struggling to answer this question simply because they lack the norm within themselves. The colonialists, when they came to African countries, what they struggled with is to shun away from our identity, is to shun us away from our abilities, to shun us away from our indigenous and native technologies and inventions that we were coming up with, simply because they know how far they will take us. So when we lost the identity, that's why we are fitting in other people's identities. Some of you are struggling to be Bill Gates. Some of you are struggling to be the tycoons in your cities. Some of you don't live to your identity simply because prior at the beginning you have been shunned away from your identity. And for you to know where you're going, to know your purpose, to get to your destiny, then you must know your identity. Who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? There are so many people you're moving around with. There are so many people you do engage in different businesses with. There are so many people who you go and chat with here and there. You jazz around. But you must know who you are, because you may associate with wrong people who will not direct you to your destiny, who will not direct you to your purpose. So for you to get linked to your purpose, then it's high time that you get to discover who you are, because it is what will propel you, it is what will fuel you, it is what will direct you in line with your purpose, and it gets you to your destiny. That is so important to note here. And we saw there are so many problems that have affected the world, that have affected the whole universe, simply because people don't know their self-identity. My dear youth over there, wherever you are, it is time you sit behind and you start rediscovering yourself. It is time that you sit behind, you sit somewhere, you confine yourself somewhere, simply because you need to know your identity. And I tell you, if you get to your identity, then you'll be redirected to the purpose as to why you have to exist in life. Many people are looking the way they are simply because they lack self-identity. Youths, when they watch TV, social medias all over, they see people living the life and they desire to live such a life. They start living in a mechanical way. They start imitating them. They start, emulating them here and there simply because they are getting attracted. But the reason why they don't perfect them, it is simply because they are shunning away from self-identity. You want to be a billionaire, but you don't know who you are. You don't know what is your potential. You don't know what you can do. That is so alarming. So my dear youths, my dear viewers, it is time that we get to the purpose. We get to our identities. We get to what will help us, what will fuel us to get to the destiny. That's how we can be in position to make it in life. Another thing, another question, we have been tackling who I am, who am I? We have been tackling what we call self-identity. But there is another question that will help you achieve what I'm talking about here, and that is purpose and destiny.